We explain the 44 World Series. In 44, the United Negro College Fund was established, and Jackie Robinson was court-martialed for refusing to move from his seat on a military bus. The U.S. Navy began accepting black women in 44, and a plan was defeated to create Jim Crow centers for returning vets. Smith versus Allwright outlawed all-white primaries. The CIA in Indiana banned black workers. Gladys Knight, Alice Walker, Angela Davis, and Diana Ross were born. Adam Clayton Powell was elected to Congress. 23 African Americans were falsely accused of killing Italian POWs in Seattle. Harry McAlpin was the first black man to attend a White House press conference, and there was jazz at the Met. The series saw the Birmingham Barons face the Homestead Grays once again. Changes had been made this year to ensure the controversies of 43 did not repeat. The schedule was compacted and both teams would be playing at their two home stadiums only. Birmingham won the Negro American League in both halves. However, anger flared in the National Negro League over the idea that the Grays had stolen the pennant, their eighth, from Philly Stars in the second half of the season. According to Stars owner Ed Bolden, the Grays had lost 2 in a Detroit doubleheader against the New York Cubans, putting the Stars in first place. Negro National League president Tom Wilson could not be reached for a decision, as he may have gone fishing. Tom Posey convinced the other owners to agree with his position that the 2 games scheduled against the Cubans were never meant to be seen as league games, as one of them would be played as a night game. The games would be played in a best-of-7 format over 2 weeks. Birmingham would play at Rickwood and Pelican Stadium, the Grays at Griffith and Forbes. A tie would go to neutral ground at Shibe Field in Philly. A tragic car accident 2 weeks before the series deprived Winfield Welch's Barons of much of their talent. Second baseman Tommy Sampson broke his leg, and backup catcher Pepper Bassett, shortstop Art Wilson, third base Johnny Britton, and outfielder Leandy Young were all injured and played for the whole series hurt. The Grays were having their own tragedy with the great Josh Gibson and his worsening mental health. In June, Gibson had been suspended in a game against Baltimore for showing up drunk. The team ordered him home, but he refused and instead ended up in Washington, D.C., where he stayed on despite the team moving on to Boston. He was picked up by the police for disorderly conduct and sent to Gallinger Hospital for mental observation.